it's Megan from Girls Gone Right.
And this is Peyton. We have a special show for you today.
Woo!
We just feel like since we have a lot of new subscribers, which we are so thankful for.
Yes.
We are so happy that you guys are subscribing to our channel, and whatever angle it is, somewhere at the bottom of the screen, you can hit somewhere you can subscribe to us. And we're happy to have you here, but we want to
do something fun.
Yeah, do something fun. Get to know us a little better. If you guys are going to be hanging out with us for a while, we want you to stick around. So we are going to play a little game, and it's called We're Not Really Strangers. So you guys, we are going to get to, or you're going to get to know us a little better. And just if you guys comment, we'll get to know you guys a little better.
Yeah.
So if there's something on here that you want to answer, go ahead and just put it in the comments. And we respond to most of our comments, even the negative ones, because engagement.
Yes. Yeah. So, did you know that when you comment?
Yeah. Did you know when you comment? We get some hateful comments, guys. But no fear. We will respond to those ones too.
Also, not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, but they are freaking fresh.
They are.
They're so good. And this is not an advertisement. I don't think that they would even want to sponsor us. But I don't like the bubbly drinks. And this is flat and refreshing.
It's very good.
Very refreshing.
0 sugar.
So good. So Loverboy, if you're watching this, we're fans.
Big fans.
So let's go. First question, Megan. How many speeding tickets do you think I've gotten in my life? You've seen me drive.
1.
Bing! Correct.
Really?
1 speeding ticket.
Oh, okay.
1 speeding ticket. Okay. I honestly, the first time I got my speeding ticket, I was in college, never been pulled over in my life, got pulled over and immediately started crying to the cops, bawling my eyes out.
Wait, how old were you?
I think I was probably like 18.
Okay.
18, 19. And I was bawling my eyes out, not because I was trying to get my way out of this ticket. I was genuinely scared. I didn't know how to pull over on the side of the highway.
Yeah.
So I was nervous. I didn't know what to do. And I thought he was going to let me get away with it. So I'm like over here just crying naturally, obviously. And I thought he was just not going to write me a ticket. And he comes up, gives me a ticket. And then he's like, get yourself together before you get back on the road.
Oh, that's not nice.
I'm like, thanks for the ticket.
I have also had only 1.
Okay. Look at us. We're safe drivers.
And the second time I got pulled over, I was shaking, reaching for my stuff. I was like this.
I don't know why. It's not like I'm suspicious. I don't have anything to be worried
nervous
about. I just get nervous.
Anytime you think of police, you think like, I'm in trouble.
It's not like, obviously, me and Megan are we don't have anything to be suspicious about, but going through TSA and they're like, is this your bag? I'm like sweating. I'm like, yes, that's my bag. But like, why? Crap. I don't know. There's nothing in there. I have nothing to be scared of, but I'm scared.
Then you're like, what's my face wash made out of?
I don't know. What's in there? I don't know.
Okay. Well, this is a deep one. What is the worst assumption someone has made about me?
Worst assumption someone has made about you? I don't know if I've had anyone give bad assumptions. I know someone at work thought that you were my age. So that's more of a compliment. But someone assumed that you were actually younger than you were.
That's nice.
No, but that was a nice thing. Assumptions? I don't think any bad assumptions. It's all been really good. We also don't inner circle too much of I have a lot of work friends, so they've only known what they've seen on the podcast.
Yeah. I can't really pinpoint a moment in time where somebody made a really bad assumption about me. I would say that a lot of people think I'm maybe self-absorbed a little bit because all of the things that I do are more entertainment oriented, like singing, doing this. They might think that I'm a little self-centered, I guess, self-serving.
Yeah. I can see how other people say that.
Yeah. Because
we've gotten comments on our videos about this where they think that we are so vain for thinking that people want to listen to us.
I mean, that's all podcasters.
They're like, you think that someone actually wants to hear you talk.
Someone is listening.
Yeah, someone cares. I don't know if anyone wants to hear me talk. I don't know, but I don't care either. I'm going to do it anyways. Yeah. You don't have to listen. No one asked you to be here.
Yeah, we do this because we love it.
Yeah, this is not because we want obviously we want people to hear us and connect with people. There's a grand scheme of things that we do want to have impact. But also I do this not in hopes of a million people listening. Yeah. It's just like the one person listening that can relate.
Yeah. There's always going to be one.
Yeah.
And one that hates.
So, what compliment do you think I hear the most?
You're so pretty.
Okay. I honestly don't know what compliment. I feel like that's really sad. Like, I think I do get compliments.
Here's what I'll say. I think that you and I are very similar where it is nice to hear compliments, but we don't let them like stick around because we're so humble.
Yeah.
And we're not like, so-and-so said I was pretty. Like,
oh my gosh, yeah. Obviously, like, I love compliments and I love complimenting other people, but I will say something like that I'm very honest about, like, especially going into relationships. I don't like it when people comment my physical attributes.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're so hot, you're so pretty, maybe like you're so beautiful every once in a while, but when someone is just so focused on what I look like on the outside and I don't get compliments about who I am as a person, like, oh, you're so kind or you're so funny or you're so motivated, like that to me is way more attractive when someone compliments my insides.
I thought of another one. What? You're so easy to talk to.
Oh, I love that one. I have gotten that. And
I know you have.
That's my favorite compliment to get because I want people to talk to me and I love to talk. Obviously, I'm here, but I love to talk. So I love it when someone thinks that they can sit down and tell me a lot about themselves and that they feel safe with me because I'm very like, I want to be a safe space for everyone. When people come into my home, I'm always like, yeah, this is just like a safe space. Feel free to like kick off your shoes,
relax. It's like a crying closet.
This is a safe space. I just want people to feel like safe when they're with me. And that's like one of my things that I'm like really a stickler on is I just want everyone in my circle, all my friends to feel like I'm just like a safe place.
Oh my God, this one. Do I look kind? Explain.
Do you look kind? Let me look at you. No, don't smile. Okay.
I feel very weird.
I would say yes because you have kind eyes. So even when you're not smiling, you still look kind.
Oh, thank you.
And it's all in the eyes, guys. It's all in the eyes.
That is very sweet because growing up, I still have RBF.
Yeah.
But everyone would always be like, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing is wrong. Stop asking me.
Yeah.
But seriously, nothing was wrong.
That's just the way my face be looking.
It's just the way my face rests.
No, I think that you have kind eyes. And I think that matters. When you can like not smile and still look like your eyes are smiling, that means that you're like
I can smize? Tyra, did you hear that? I can smize.
Like, you ready? 1, 2, smize. And that just means that, you know, you look kind.
We're America's Next Top Model.
Yeah. You know. That means that you can walk the runway.
Yes.
Okay. This one might be a given, but it might not. Do I seem like more of a creative type or analytical type? Explain.
Ooh.
Explain yourself.
Explain yourself. I have to admit, you are a bit of both in the best ways. They complement each other. You're in the analytical way, you're very particular about the way that you like things to be put together, which I am too. And you're very creative, where obviously we're in the creative space right now, but
who?
Yeah.
Who?
Me?
Yes, you.
Me?
Oh, wow.
Let me hit you with my small hand.
You think I'm creative?
You're so creative.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for saying that. I would say, like, if we're going to go back and forth, this hand. This hand is so funny. I just need this in my life because it's whimsical and I like whimsical things. It makes things funny. But I would say that you are also both because you obviously are very creative with, especially in the work that we do with, you know, we do things like memeing and making videos and graphics and things like that and planning episodes. You have to be creative, but we also like to look at the numbers. So we're watching you guys. We know who's watching. 97% of our audience is male.
Hey, boys.
So we are analytical. We're very smart. We're very smart. Some may say.
Some people tell me. People tell me I'm very smart. That's just what they say. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. But just one more thing about this. I think that we both balance each other out in both the creative space and the analytical stuff. So like when I'm thinking more creatively, you're thinking more analytically. And when you're thinking more creatively, I am thinking analytically. So we do balance each other out.
We're a dynamic duo, essentially.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. What do you think I'm most likely to splurge on?
Guys, if you know Megan, you know this is a given. Megan likes to shop.
Oh, it's bad.
It's bad, guys. It's bad.
It's so bad.
Megan loves clothes. And honestly, what girl doesn't? I think Megan is actually more of a shopper than I am. And that, if you guys know me, you guys know I love to shop also. So imagine that, but Megan shops more than me.
And I work at a clothing boutique part-time, which is terrible.
Terrible. I mean, I think you do that so you can shop while you work.
I get a discount. That's why. I think it started when I worked at the shoe store when I was 16. The one that went bankrupt? Yeah, that one.
I think I actually know where to pinpoint this.
So obviously my splurging did not help the company.
I've never worked at a retail store.
It's not for everyone.
It's not for everyone.
It's not for everyone. I would say you're most likely to splurge on... I mean, shopping is a given, but I would say food, like travel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like when I'm going somewhere, like I like to like travel in comfort. Like I'm the girl that will get the Uber Black or something just so I can pay the extra $3 to not have them talk to me. And like, it's like the little things that I like to splurge on. Also, I like new equipment and stuff. Like I love cameras.
I was going to say electronics.
Yeah, like electronics, new headphones or something like that. Also workout stuff. Actually, if I'm going to splurge the most on anything, I get like good protein, good pre-workout, workout clothes that I really like. And like food. I get high quality food like organic grass-fed beef.
Yeah.
And so like a lot of my splurging is actually health and fitness probably. Yeah. And I know it's bad, but I love Lululemon. So I splurge on that. Like that's worth it to me.
It's so
it's bad, but I like it.
I do love Viore too.
Okay. If you have, when was the moment you realized you weren't invincible? This is a thinker.
Mm-hmm. Is this for me or you?
This is for you.
About
you weren't invincible.
Oh, me. When was the moment you realized you were not invincible?
Yeah, I feel like this is like you have to like go back to the days, like go back to childhood yesteryears.
So. I can't decide if I want to take this in a very emotional way or if I want to take this in a physical way.
We'll do a funny one.
Okay, we'll do funny. I realized I was not invincible when I was 7 years old and I fell off of a brick retaining wall onto a driveway, flat on my head, and got a concussion. On Halloween.
Wow. Have you ever broken any bone in your body?
I have not.
Oh, I have not broken a bone either. Wow. Lucky us. The moment that I realized I was not invincible, I think I may have been like 6 or 7, probably like 6. I was on the swing in my backyard going very high. Like, you know, when you just like take your legs out and you're going fast. I got the momentum going, here to there. And then all of a sudden I go up and fly off the swing. And like was like going like really high, guys. You know what I mean. I had the rhythm going and literally hit the peak and fly right off. And like, I think I just like landed on like my back or like, I think I fell backwards.
The wind out of you.
And it knocked the wind, like, you know, when you can't breathe.
It's the worst.
Yeah, I was like, and I like came inside and I remember like my mom will tell me this story all the time. And I was like, I was on the swing and my body fell off. Because I just didn't know how to explain it. Like, I didn't know to just say that I fell off. But my body just fell off the swing. And my mom reminds me to this day that I would always just say, my body fell off. It did. My body did fall off the swing.
At my parents' house, they're still in the same house I grew up in. On the front porch, there's like, it's 5 steps up and then a landing and then the front door. But there's these like brick pillars on either side to put like planters on. But we would get on top of them and jump onto the lawn.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why, because it was like 6 feet up.
We could.
And we'd probably break something, but there were so many times where we would slip on the grass and our back would hit the ground and we'd be like,
Let's do it again.
Yeah. It was great. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Do you...
Oh, here we go.
Do you think I'm usually early, on time, or late to events?
So I think it depends Yeah, it depends if she's like not ready. If Megan's not already ready, like if she's coming from work, she'll be on time because she's already ready. However, if she's getting ready, she will not be on time. If she's getting ready, prepare for her to be 30 minutes late because she's doing her makeup, she's doing her hair, she's got to iron her clothes, and then just make sure everything looks right before she goes. So if she's already ready, she's probably going to be on time. But if she needs to get ready, that's going to add time. That's you.
I will say I have gotten a lot better. I used to be really late all the time, but I have gotten better.
Yeah. It's not that bad.
No.
It could be worse.
It could be worse. It could be better.
Yeah.
Peyton is always early.
Yeah.
Except for today, but that was storms.
Yeah, guys.
Storms.
So actually, I will say to here, I'm always early because like to me, this is work.
Yes.
But to other things, I'm always late. Like if I'm like going to like meet a friend or it depends. Like if
it's a casual occasion.
Yeah, if it's like a casual occasion, like I just usually take too long to get ready. If I know I have to be somewhere at a certain time, I will be there at that time.
Yeah.
I'm like a really stickler of being there on time unless it feels like I can be late.
I will say even when you are late, like if we were to go meet somewhere for dinner or drinks or something, like you're not overtly late. Like you're like 5-10-ish minutes. Or we have a friend who is like an hour and a half late all the time.
Iconic for being late.
Yes.
So next one, who in your life deserves the biggest thank you? Let them know if you can.
Oh.
Let them know right now.
Oh,
it's
wow.
your time to shine.
Oh, okay. There's actually 2 people I would like to thank. And it's not anyone in my family because I've already thanked them enough for stuff. But it's actually my choir teachers. My one in middle school, Mr. Kincaid, and then my high school choir teacher, Miss Grady. They both were very motivational because they could see I was very timid and insecure and kind of shy when it came to before my breakthrough. And I was like, hey, I can actually kind of sing and I want to be center stage. They kind of nurtured me in a way that like eased me into the spotlight rather than just throwing me out there. And I just learned a lot of really valuable life lessons from them as teachers. And they'll forever be my favorite teachers.
Teachers rock.
Mm-hmm.
They really do shape America. So who in my life deserves the biggest thank you? So guys, I already told Megan that I'm like an emotional wreck this week because it's just my time of the month. So now I'm like already crying. But it's
okay. I'll cry with you.
I usually like cannot talk about this and not cry, but it's for some reason today, it just makes me sad. But oh my gosh, I'm just gonna full on cry over here. It's not even that deep. I would thank my Pippi.
No.
Because oh my gosh, he's just guys, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm also just like I'm like having a lot of emotions today, which is not like me, but in a good light. Hormones. He is the one that like pushed me to follow my dreams, and he was so proud of me for doing this podcast. Yeah. And unfortunately, he's not here with us today, but I've talked about him before. He's amazing. Yeah. But he really pushed me to do this podcast and follow my dreams. And he was so proud of me for doing this. Yeah. And I wish he could be here to see what I'm doing now with it.
He is here. He's here.
And I wish that he could just see this. And he's a few months too late. But like because of him, it's really pushed me to focus on this.
Yeah, he's here.
Okay, enough of that.
He's here. Pippi.
Who knew that we were just going to cry today?
Well, I mean, we just go where it leads.
They're like, what is happening? They're laughing, they're crying. It's all of it. Y'all know how I feel. It happens.
I'm gonna go to level 2.
Yeah, level 2 it.
Okay,
guys, we're getting deep.
Ooh, whoa. when was the last time you were able to use your pain to help someone else?
Oh, okay. So I would say probably just this moment. But also my pain to help someone else. I think that that's actually something that I try to do a lot. I always advocate for my stories and what I've been through and just share my life experiences because, as you guys know, I've made a lot of mistakes and just having my life change a lot throughout the past few years. I try to share that. And when I was talking to my friend, Rachel, you guys know her, the old co-host, I was talking to her the other day and she was just telling me about where she's at in life. And I kind of was just sharing with her that like my pain of like, you just never know where you're going at in life.
Yeah.
And last year I felt like I was going to get engaged to the person that I was dating for years. And it didn't happen for me. Obviously, we broke up. We parted ways. I moved to Nashville. I started a different job. My whole life changed. But I was just sharing that with her. And like, that was a really hard time in my life. But at the same time, it was just sharing that moment of pain, but reflecting back on this is what God wants for me. And you have to listen to where God is calling you to versus where you want to be. What about you?
Well,
I think you just also did this recently when we did the coffee chat.
Yeah. So if you didn't know this, my older brother passed away 14 years ago. And I used that story as a way to, if it can, help people know that it does get better. And I'm the first to admit that it doesn't get easier. I miss him every day. And I think my honesty with that helps others. Now I'm getting emotional.
What? Guys, thank you for coming to our therapy session.
Yeah, I mean, he played a big role in my life. Obviously, he was my big brother, and he was a musician too. He was before his time, and his just rock star attitude, and really, I mean, I think he invented YOLO. It gave me hope that I could persevere through the pain. But I will be the first to tell people, like, it gets better with time, but it never gets easier when it comes to missing somebody. Yeah. And as long as you hold on to the memories that you have with that person, they're good. They're here. Like your Pippi, he's here. Like, it doesn't get easier. It just gets better.
I feel like they're just like watching us.
Yes.
They're our audience.
Yeah, they're here.
Sorry, you guys are we're getting emotional over here. Guys, this is because we're doing level 2.
This was a fun game. You said this is going to be fun, Peyton.
We're like over in shambles. This game is going to break us. But it's because we cranked it up to level 2. And level 2, I don't want to see level 3.
I don't know what level 3 is like. No level 3.
Okay, well, this one's a little more fun.
Okay.
Oh, okay. This is so hilarious. Okay. Has a stranger ever changed your life?
You.
That's right. We were strangers.
We were, yeah.
I remember that. Honestly, I knew when I met you that you were just like such a light. You were so easy to talk to and we really connected. Like, it was like we went and got like coffee and talked, but I really liked talking to you.
Yeah.
And then I met you the second time and we like went and got drinks or something. And you were just such a goofball, like dancing like a complete weirdo, and you didn't care that anyone was watching. Nope. So I knew in that moment that like I really liked you. I liked your energy. And I think it really matters who you spend your time with and who you surround yourself, really, because you are who you surround yourself with. You will never be a better person if you don't surround yourself with people that aren't better than you. You become better by surrounding yourself with people that are better than you and that you look up to, so you grow and you're challenged.
Yeah. And I mean, all the things you just said about me, I can say the same about you, but I would say not necessarily nervous, but I was not skeptical, but I was like, she's much younger than me. Yeah. But at that time, I was like, I really need friends. And I was open to we messaged each other on Instagram. That's how we met.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just going to go. She seems like a really cool girl. I'm going to go, see how it goes. And it went so well. And I was just, you do not seem your age. You carry yourself as much older and much wiser, and you're wise beyond your years, first of all. And you talk so elegantly and proficiently and efficiently in the things that you say. It's just, that's a rare thing to come by with people that are your age. So I learned from you.
Well, I learn a lot from you too.
Aww.
I think that's what makes us so good is I was also telling someone the other day, like working with someone, it's hit or miss because it's really difficult, especially if you feel like you're running something and putting in all the work. But with you, I know that you have really good strengths, and those strengths make me want to become better at those things.
Same.
And that's what makes two people in business work well together. Is someone's really good at something, someone's really good at something else, but you guys both drive each other to be better all the time.
And I've told people this too. It's, I said I was not necessarily nervous about the age gap, but I think our age gap does benefit us in such a positive way where I'm educating you on pop culture. But also, like, I learn things from you and you learn things from me. Yeah. So there is that aspect of it that makes it really fun. We're just fun.
We're fun girls.
We're super fun. We're just that one. Don't do that one again. Go on. Oh, I don't want to do that one either. Ooh. Are you lying to yourself about anything? Oh no.
They're on to me. The feds. They're watching this. No, really, back to reality. Am I lying to myself about anything? Gosh, I don't know. I have enough trust issues. I'm just kidding. Oh. I think that that's such a good question. Am I lying to myself about anything?
I would say I'm more of a self-sabotager.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know if I'm lying to myself. I think that I hold myself to a very high standard.
Yeah.
Like, it's unbelievably high. And that's why I work so hard. And I'm so, like, motivated to work all the time. And not all the time, but just do really well in the things that I'm working on.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything
and those standards are just really high for myself. And so if I were to lie to myself about something, it's like telling myself that, like, that's not enough. Like, do better. Yeah. Do better. But I think in the same way, in this, I guess, the same realm of things, it's good for you, but it's also can be very bad for you to think that way.
Yeah.
To think that you're not good enough. And there's always just like something in the back of my head. Like, like when we put stuff out, like I'm not like going to overthink things. I'm like, no, just put it out. It's better to put content out and have it out there. I'm not that much of a perfectionist.
Yeah.
But I do set a very high goal for myself.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I have an issue with self-sabotage and like imposter syndrome where, like, right now, I feel like we're doing well. We've hit a little bit of a stride, and I get in this place in my head where I'm like, this isn't real. You don't deserve this. Or my strong hand. I also have very bad self-esteem issues. And just this past 2 weeks, it's been very, very bad. Yeah. And I go through bouts of that where I am constantly in my head going like, about to get real, guys. Like, you're so fat, you're ugly. Like,
but those are lies.
I know.
That's what you're lying to yourself about.
Yeah. And a lot of girls and probably a lot of guys out there have this issue too, where they just, you're never satisfied with what you see in the mirror. And I've come a long way from where I used to be in that situation, but there are periods of time where I come back to that. And right now is I am in that place.
Question.
Yes.
Do you look at yourself in the mirror naked? Like, people do that. There's a mirror in the bathroom, obviously. Like, it's a normal thing if people do. But
sometimes if I am, I'm picking myself apart. But
do you have a scale?
Yes. I don't get on it every day.
Both of them.
I do not get on it every day.
Okay. I actually have not weighed myself in like 2-3 years. So I have no idea how much I weigh. I just tell people I'm like 8 pounds. 8 pounds, 7 ounces.
No, I have one. I don't get on it every day. I probably have stayed within the same like 5 pound range for probably 8 years.
You're 5 pounds?
Yeah, I'm 5. You're 8, I'm 5.
I stay within 1 to 5 pounds usually. It fluctuates.
It fluctuates. The same weight has been the same for about 5-ish years. And it fluctuates between like 5-ish pounds.
Yeah.
So, but I guess that would be mine.
So,
okay.
What's been your happiest memory this past year?
Our viral video.
That honestly was so hype.
It's still going. Guys, we're at 1.5 million views on our short. It's insane. It is insane. So thank you.
And it's not even just the fact that we're like the instant gratification. It's not that.
No.
It's more just the fact that we work really freaking hard at this. We do put in work. It's a hustle.
Yeah.
And I think that's what not everyone sees when we come into the studio. It's like literally editing all week, scripting, reaching out to guests and planning travel and stuff. It is a lot of work. It takes a lot to make this happen. So when we do see a success and a win, we want to glorify that because it is our hard work that went into it. And when we share that we got, hit new subscribers and we share that, it's us sharing, first of all, just our accomplishments. It's a really big deal for us.
I think it's an appreciative gesture.
Yeah, it's not us gloating. It's truly like we are very appreciative of everyone listening.
Yes.
And commenting back to us and wanting to have conversations. That's why we're doing this. So it isn't just, trying to gloat. It is really us just being so thankful to be able to do this.
Yes. And again, this kind of comes back to the imposter syndrome. It's like that many people want to hear what we have to say.
Oh my gosh.
But it's also not gloating. It's I guess gratifying. I don't know. It makes us thankful to know that there are other people out there that feel and think like we do.
Yeah.
It makes us feel like we're not alone, and we hope that you feel that way too.
We're going to go a layer deeper. Do you think that your happiest memory has been had yet this year?
No.
It's still to come?
It's still to come.
Oh, I like that. I also think that this year has been so freaking good, and it's been hard. There's been not so great moments, but there's been a lot of moments this year that I really cherish so much and moments that I just want to live forever in. I think one of them was like going to Dallas for the first time. That was a really big deal because it was our first work trip together. Yay. And it just felt really good. Like we were going on the right path. We're doing something right. And it just felt like we were walking in purpose. Yeah. So to me, that was just a moment that it felt like just a big warm hug. So that was a really good moment, but I don't think that the best moment has happened yet.
The best is yet to come, as
That's
they say.
What they say.
That's what they say. Oh. When was the last time you surprised yourself?
The last time that I surprised myself? So, guys, I am about to do something that I've never thought I would do.
Okay.
You guys won't know just yet.
Oh.
But it's all about to happen. And
I know.
Yeah, Megan knows, but you guys don't know, and I'll share with you guys next week.
Yes.
But it's something that I never would have dreamt to do, I'm about to do, and that is the biggest surprise of my whole entire life, because I've thought about doing this, or not even thought about it, but people have asked me, and I'm always like, no way, Jose. Nope, not in the cards for me, and I'm about to do it. I don't know how, and I do know what changed my mind, and it was God, and it was my faith and what I was being called to do, and I know that this is it. So that is the biggest shock of my life. And I'm really excited. When's the last time you surprised yourself?
Most recently, my editing, honestly, because I've never done anything like it. And I was like, I'm getting pretty good with this.
And it seems so hard, right? Because when I started doing the editing too, it was like, I can't edit. Yeah. Who am I? I don't know how to work this stuff. And then you do it and you're like, wait, I can't do it. You're so good though.
Oh, thank you.
And you look amazing.
By no means.
And it only gets better.
It does get better. And like, I want to learn more and like how to do do it better and learn on a better platform and software.
Yeah.
So the fact that I want to learn learn even more is awesome. But I was like, I don't know how to do this.
You're excited to do it.
Yeah. Now I'm like, ooh, look at me. What I'm going to put in there.
Guys, we are full on nerds over here.
Yeah.
We look forward to editing.
Yes.
We know tech stuff and like hardware stuff. We're different people now. We're nerds.
Who are we?
Guys, this is the final and the last We're Not Really Strangers card. Let it be a good one.
Okay.
Okay. This is a good one. When you're asked how you are, how often do you answer truthfully?
I would say 30% of the time.
Why is that?
I don't know. I feel like I'm always in a shell. I feel like I keep myself very walled off. And I'm very skeptical of who I share my deepest feelings with.
Yeah.
And
who you get naked with emotionally.
Yes. I like that. I feel like when you say like, I'm not doing that great, then that opens up the conversation of like, well, why not? Talk to me about it. Like, I don't want to talk to you about it.
I don't want you. You asked and I told you, no, don't ask me. That was it. That was your answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that when a lot of people ask, how are you? Or good morning, how are you doing? It's kind of like an empty gesture.
Yeah.
Like you're not really even looking for an answer.
Yeah.
But when someone like a close friend like you are like, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Like today, I'm like on the way here, I'm like, I'm having a mental breakdown.
Yes.
It's happening right now.
Yeah.
So there's a few people when I know when they ask how I am, I will give them an honest answer.
Yeah.
If it's someone that's not in my direct circle that I don't text every day or I don't talk to like a few times a week, I probably don't exactly answer truthfully. Yeah, I think
that's a good point because I feel like for me, if a really true friend or a best friend asks you like, how are you?
Yeah.
You know, like they're genuinely being like, are you okay?
Yeah.
And same for me. Like if I don't typically ask, like, for instance, one of my best childhood friends, Paulina, if I were to text her like, how are you? She would know like something's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a genuine question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that we just honestly need to have more honest conversations with other people. Like
could you imagine like, hey, how's it going? You'd be like, I'm doing horrible. They'd be like, all right, bye.
I am so known for this. When I'm having a conversation with like a stranger, we're not really strangers, I will I pry into people's lives. And not because I have malicious intent. It's because I genuinely want to know about them. And I'm very interested in people's like feelings and emotions and how they're genuinely like navigating life.
Yeah.
And how they feel and what their dreams are and like what makes a person. Like what are your tics? What is inside of you? I want to know. So I'm very interested in that when I meet people. I want to know everything. I want to know your childhood traumas. What's going on in your head? Are you okay? Do you need to see a therapist? Do you want to talk to me about
free
this?
therapy?
Yeah, it's free therapy. Literally, I love to do this with people. I love to sit down and like just talk about their emotions and literally a free therapy appointment. So when I would go on dates, I would literally like ask them about everything.
Yeah.
And I actually genuinely want to know how are you? Did you have a bad date? Why are you having a bad week? Are you just not happy with where you're at in life?
Yeah.
Or is this circle back to childhood traumas or what's stemming this?
Yeah.
Where does this come from?
Yes.
So I love doing that to people. So if you meet me in person.
You're a good listener.
Yeah. If you meet me in person and you want a little bit of therapy that's unlicensed, talk to me.
A little cathartic spill.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, guys, I hope you listened to this and got to know us a little better.
Yeah.
And don't mind our mental breakdown. Guys, this game, honestly, I highly recommend it. We're Not Really Strangers. It's actually it's a good game to play. This is like a little sad ending, but I've heard of this game. I wanted to like play it with my ex-boyfriend. We were dating for years and he's like, I'm not playing that with you. Yeah. So
I'll play with you.
Yeah, he didn't want to play this game with me. He's like, no, that's so lame. So obviously we're not together now. And that probably should have been my out and my exit. Like, you don't want to get to know me. But I'm so glad I finally got to play this game with someone because it was so nice. And it's just honestly, boop. it's a good way to get to know your humans in your life. And I hope you got to know us a little better and you will continue watching us.
Yes, please. Subscribe, follow, Instagram, TikTok.
Tell your mom, tell your dad.
Tell your daddy.
Tell your family.
Tell your sister. Tell your brother.
And it's always weird at the end of these. Like, how do I tell you guys goodbye?